Hi, in today's video I want to talk about fawning or fawn as a response, as a trauma response. So we know that we have certain responses to stress, to stressful situation, to maybe trauma that occurred in our past. It is actually impacting our present and it could impact our future if we do not actually recognize what kind of patterns do we have or what kind of responses do we give on an automatic basis. So I actually chose to talk about this topic because fawning, you see, I would say, and I have actually heard this, that fawning as a stress response, it is more likely to be applied maybe on an unconscious level. So it's not conscious. It's not a conscious choice. But actually it is somehow based on the attachment type or attachment style that we actually have, with which we choose to, just build relationships in general. And I use relationship here as in general sense, relationship between father and a child or mother and child, or I don't know, like on romantic level or friendships, you know. So relationships as a whole. And actually fawn or fawning as a stress response, it is more prevalently used by those persons who actually have the avoidant attachment style, or one of the mixture of avoidant and anxious attachment styles. So let's just see, why do we use, like, quote unquote, air quoting here, why do we use fawning in our daily life? Well, the research actually tells us that when certain situations from our past have been taken place, like, I don't know, maybe you had a stressful situation in the classroom or with your friends or within your family system, like in your family, and you actually, maybe you tried out on an unconscious level, okay, what is the best solution for me to just keep the peace, or to just bring peace maybe to this dynamic, and to just even out this stressful situation that looks unsafe. So when it is actually in an unconscious level, we do this in an unconscious level, and actually it is the survival it is the survival that actually keeps us alive, that kept us alive in that moment, or in childhood maybe, or in that period of time. But this is the tricky part. Because fawning is a coping mechanism to stress. We could say that it is not adapted coping strategy, because guess what? So this fawning actually enters our relationships, but as an adult, so we using them also as adults. And it is like really common to just try and to appease the other person, because this is fawning. Like, this is fawning, actually appeasing the other person when you actually want to just try something different, because fawning means that you appease the other person, you try to diminish yourself, you try to take a passive role, so diminish yourself, and to actually put the other person on top of you, so you give out the authority to them. But as I said, this is actually, it's an unconscious level, so unconscious level, and it is hardly like it is hardly, yeah, guided. It's hard to just guide through, just um control it in a way. Yeah, it is so hard. But you see, you have so many tools on your side, or resources actually. But one of the greatest resources is actually getting to know yourself. What kind of strengths do I have in this situation? What kind of weaknesses do I have in this situation? What can I actually change? And what is that factor that actually activating this stress response? So when we try to bring this unconscious side to the light, to make it conscious, then I would say growing, it is followed. It is followed, and it's a journey. Be kind to yourself, and be there for yourself. Bye.